The company chose caution over haste and took a long rest before embarking on their grim voyage. They were confined to a single room within the Fold safehouse just outside the city. On the morning of the 9th day of Gloamrise, the leader of the Fold in Altdorf knocked and entered their quarters, visibly surprised when Guthrie greeted him by name, Alden. After a brief exchange, Alden supplied each member of the company with 2 days' rations and escorted them by carriage to the harbour. There they met their captain, a sharp-eyed sailor known only as the Swashbuckler, and boarded his vessel, the Impresario. The ship bore unsettling signs. No lifeboats hung from its sides, and its hold had been completely cleared of cargo. While inspecting the vessel, Naja Lorèn uncovered a document linking the Impresario to the Coppertree name, an association that raised more questions than it answered. Before they got underway, the Swashbuckler explained the duties required of the company to ensure a swift crossing. The voyage began smoothly, and within the hour, Skyhorn Island loomed ahead. As the ship closed in on the island, Lady Naja Lorèn's keen elven sight caught something wrong in the water, a small wave moving at an unnatural angle, defying the sea's flow. Moments later, the wave surged forward and slammed into the Impresario. Jethro recognized the attack for what it was, a powerful magic animating the water itself. With the ship under assault, the company chose to leap overboard and swim the remaining 50 feet left to shore. Amid the chaos, Ravenna noticed the Swashbuckler's mastiff being dragged under by the churning water. Without hesitation, she wrenched the dog free and hurled it toward the island, giving it a fighting chance to survive. The Swashbuckler stared in disbelief, but quickly turned his attention back to the fight, engaging the water monster to save both himself and his ship. The Impresario continued past the island, and the company soon lost sight of both captain and creature locked in battle. Reaching the shore, Ravenna named the rescued mastiff Rankin, after her own family name. The company began their exploration by searching a nearby storage building, finding signs of a fierce struggle outside, but nothing within. From there, they approached the lighthouse itself with caution. Inside, hushed voices carried through the structure, talk of a lone figure barricaded within, and of patience being all that was required to outlast him. Ravenna shattered the silence by bursting through the door. Inside waited 10 shadow friends, caught completely off guard. The company struck first and struck hard, cutting down several of the creatures in the opening moments. Then, one of the figures at the rear twisted and revealed its true nature, a scion of the deep. Its fanged maw split wide as tentacles and claws unfurled, and it unleashed a blasphemous scream that felt as though it tore through the minds of the company themselves. Each of them barely managed to withstand the assault and remain standing. As the fight erupted in full, one shadow friend broke away, rushing into a side room to throw open a trap door and shout a warning to unseen allies below. Ravenna answered the scion's scream with a roar of her own, shifting into her hybrid form and tearing into the shadow friends with feral strength. Guthrie hurled himself across the room, mystically enhanced by the power of pure light, smashing into the enemy ranks with radiant force. Naja Lorèn called upon the light, burning the shadow friends where they stood as holy fire consumed them. Jethro relied on his maverick spirit and iron resolve to resist the scion's corrupting presence, keeping his mind his own as the battle raged, and unleashed the power of his firearm. Even Rankin proved his worth, lunging forward to sink his teeth into the scion of the deep. When the echoes of battle finally faded, every shadow friend and the scion itself lay destroyed, cast into the netherworld, to where they belong. Now, with the lighthouse momentarily silent, the company stands at a crossroads. Before them lies the stairway spiraling upward through the lighthouse, a side room yet unexplored, and the open trapdoor below, where more enemies have surely been alerted. What does the adventuring company decide to do now?